and welcome to an Organized Chaos podcast. My name is Bobby Quarters. Chaos is here with me.
Hey.
Hey. So, we're here to talk about some movies, music, whatever else crosses our mind. But here is also the home of the most unbiased, genuine thoughts. We're not going to do anything just to say it, just to make money off of it, because we don't make a lot of money off of this. In fact, we don't make anything. We just give our opinions. And our opinions are free and unsolicited, but they're not hateful ones. That is the important thing.
Yes.
But also, while you're here, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, that is Bobby Quarters, the podcast channel, Organized Chaos Podcast, and Chaos's channel while you're at it. So thank you for watching, and do enjoy.
I just want to say how very sorry I am for...
She should be locked up until she tells us what happened.
The truth is that I want an answer just as bad as all of you.
We're talking about 17 kids in one classroom. I want to know what happened in that classroom. Why just her classroom? Why only her?
I love those kids.
This is a true story that happened right here in my town. A lot of people die in a lot of really weird ways in this story, but you're not going to find it in the news.
Those kids walked out of those homes. No one pulled them out. No one forced them. What do you see that I don't?
Show me. Where did you go?
There's something very, very wrong going on.
What am I looking at?
Leave the investigating to the investigators.
like that in my life.
Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching?
You know, I've been thinking about the show. For the next 30 days, everyone in the country is trying to murder me. And that's crazy, right?
People on these games never come back.
We have no choice. We need money for a doctor now.
Welcome to the Running Man.
Contestants will be hunted for 30 days. Anyone can kill you.
Hunt them down!
Survive, and you will walk away with $1 billion new dollars.
I always thought this was fake.
Oh, shit!
Feeling pretty real now. I need weapons, an ID, and a disguise. Holy shit, is that C4?
That's not for sale.
Don't you get it?
This game is rigged.
I got a grenade!
Back at you.
Everything okay, Mr. Springer?
Yeah.
You know why they cheered for you down there?
Go, go!
If you can survive against those goons, so can I.
I'm just trying to get back to my family.
There.
I'll be honest with you. I can't just let you win this game.
What the fuck is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yes, thank you, Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, the fucking thing sucks.
That's interesting. Experiment with this week's broadcast, because StreamYard gave me the option to do vertical and landscape broadcasting, and I wasn't even 100%. I was like, okay, so I guess one's kind of like shorts for the phone. But if you look at the podcast channel, I believe there's two separate broadcasts, and one's normal landscape one, and then the other one's the vertical one. So we have two previews here. We kind of see what's on both screens, and it's interesting.
It is.
It's a little wonky.
Because StreamYard usually where the vertical one was usually just this blank space. So it's different.
But yeah, now I have to make sure to center myself because it's like this narrow window here where like if you're watching in vertical view, you know exactly what I'm gesturing to. If you're in landscape, you can probably figure out what I'm talking about. But yeah, I have to make sure I'm in this window. Listen, my hands are here. If I'm over here, you can't see me in the other view. I'm out. But yeah, it's an interesting experience. But we definitely have some stuff to discuss today. We got the new Running Man from Edgar Wright and Glen Powell. We got Gen V season 2, which kind of came out when a whole bunch of other stuff was coming out like last month, and I didn't even know it was coming out, and I was like, oh shit, that's coming out, and I wanted to watch it, and I guess now's a good time to catch up. And then Weapons, which is one that I was kind of interested in, but didn't add to the podcast, kind of waiting for the reviews were like, and then everybody came out really positive about it. So I was like, okay, it's on HBO Max. I kind of want to see it now. But yeah,
I pulled up the vertical on my phone. So yeah, it is. It's a little different.
That looks It's
It
not
looks
quite
pretty
like
decent.
the StreamYard preview, but it looks decent. Yeah.
No, yeah. And oh, yep, we have caught up now.
Yeah. Now there's like a 10-second delay on all the streams. You get used to it. But yes. So yeah, we got some stuff to cover. Sorry for the delay getting started. I saw Chris was saying we're the most consistent one. Yes, we are. We're honestly the most all over the place.
For the most part.
We are consistent with quality. We are
if we were a band in the 70s, we would be the Just Exactly Perfect Brothers band.
Yes.
Because everything has to be just exactly perfect before.
Chris, you are consistently in the audience.
Yeah, you are.
You know
Chris,
what? You
thank
are.
you.
We are grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice to see the name pop up.
Yes. But yeah, we got stuff to talk about. We didn't really talk about order, although also we were a little bit late because Bobby had a cool idea for the podcast, and we'll probably be pursuing that. So, but yeah, it was a really cool idea. I liked it.
Yeah. So keep your eyes open on the board. We're gonna get I'm gonna get the Schneiderverse poll up too soon, probably after tonight's show. And the other one, we are going to be moving to a different genre. The problem is there are so many different movies in this.
Although he was pointing out movies to me, like I'm not shocked they exist, but I didn't know they exist. And I was like, I want to check that out.
It's good engagement, man.
Yeah, it's engagement.
Yeah,
it's
engagement, Chris. Yeah, we appreciate that.
But we have a podcast this week to talk about. I guess weapons. Do you want to start with weapons?
Yeah, let's go. I was gonna say let's just go with the preview order that we had.
Yeah, I was also thinking we can go from oldest to newest, and honestly, nothing this podcast is all that old. This is August.
Yeah.
I wonder how this is gonna look on the vertical view. Let's see.
Okay, it's above us.
It's a little wonky, but I wish it could equal it out a bit more. Like it could put us closer. I don't know. It's not bad. It's
or at least enlarge us a
better.
Little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll let their AI
for what it is. I'll accept it.
Do its thing. Yeah. It's doing the heavy lifting for us. So that's cool. So yeah, I had heard a lot of great things about this.
Yes, as I did as well.
And I have to say, I really wasn't that disappointed.
No,
with this at all.
I didn't even like. I kind of went in semi-blind. Like I haven't seen Barbarian. Have you seen Barbarian, Bobby?
No, I have not. So
I know lots of people praise it, but it's the same guy who did Barbarian, so lots of people are excited about this. I didn't see it. But I've heard good things about that. Heard good things about this. But I went in semi-blind. I knew it was about weapons and about like kids running off, and that's about it. I knew Julie Gardner played the teacher, but that's about it. And Josh Brolin's in there somewhere. Yeah, and I was shocked how much I enjoyed this. One of the things I really loved about this, well, here, I guess we'll get into the basic story. So, I mean, it's kind of what I went over. And it is a cool setup. So it's about essentially teacher goes into school one day and her entire class is missing but one student. And the whole town essentially is like, okay, what the fuck is up with her? So there's something sus with her. And let's face it, it does seem sus. But like we're following the teacher and everything seems like she seems in the dark as well. She's like I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we get a story. Essentially we get this story told through 4 different perspectives?
6.
6, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 6 different perspectives. Yeah.
Yes. And then, it's Justine, the teacher, and then it's Archer, who's Josh Brolin's character, who is actually one of the parents of the kids, who is like, who's like, we see him at the council meeting. Well, we don't see him, we hear him, where he's essentially saying, she's the one person there. She's obviously doing something,
Honestly, watching it, and when that part came up, I was like, God, why does that voice sound so familiar? And then Archer came up, was like, oh, that's right, Josh Brolin is in this movie.
Yes,
Right. That's right. That's who that was.
There's actually a solid cast in here of people, like lots of names I ended up recognizing. Like the old woman, I didn't recognize her until I looked up the cast list. Did you recognize her,
No,
Bobby?
I did not at all.
It's Amy Madigan. She did tons of stuff in the 80s. She was like Uncle Buck's girlfriend. She was the wife in Field of Dreams.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, once that name brought together, I started mixing the face. I'm like, oh my God, that is her. Oh my God, I haven't seen her forever.
The one that got me was the cop. I was looking at him going,
Oh,
I know this
yes.
dude. I know
No.
him. What do I fucking know him from?
No, what was funny?
It was Cocaine Bear. It's what I recognized him from.
No, what was funny is I was watching the cop, and I was like, that looks like Alden Ehrenreich, but I don't think that's him. And then I look it up. It's like, oh, it is Alden Ehrenreich.
It
Never
is
mind.
Alden Ehrenreich. Okay, cool.
Yes. Oh yeah, and Julie. We obviously got Silver. I already mentioned Julie.
Yeah,
Gardner,
yeah.
But yeah, she was Silver Surfer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what I thought was interesting is like at first we're just seeing the story from Justine's perspective. I just assumed that would be the story, kind of her solving the mystery. But then it cuts to Archer because that's the device they use in this. This is we follow 6 characters and their story throughout this situation, and as it goes through, we get stuff answered, but a lot of mysteries. Honestly, we don't get any solid answers till last one, but like I think it does come together nicely. Like I remember seeing this. It takes a while till we get any sort of resolution of this, but like somebody just breaks into the car and steals some of her hair after she gets drunk and passes out in her car. Takes a while for a resolution to that, but I was seeing that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'll admit, I was like, okay, it's like, this is fucking weird. I hope this goes somewhere.
Yeah. And then essentially we have the one kid left, and the way they ran was obviously very important. Josh Brolin, actually Josh Brolin appears twice in this podcast. This is definitely his most sympathetic role.
Yeah, he does.
And the other one, I
just now realized that too.
Yeah. We're dealing with
the other one.
To start Josh Brolin and Gen V.
Fuck him. Yeah, the other one. Fuck him.
Yeah, and the other one, this one I can kind of empathize with him, although he is kind of being terrible to the teacher. He does kind of come around. Like there is a point in the movie where they actually end up working together pretty much when they're realizing what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's also I want to say Benedict Wong, the guy who plays Wong in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there he is. As Benedict Wong. Yeah. He actually is a really nice guy in this, and yeah, his fate was like, holy shit.
I had to double take actually for him because it was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, that is.
Yeah, with hair. But yeah, he's the guy. He's obviously trying to handle this. He has to put there's lots of pressure on the parents to fire this teacher, and he essentially puts her on leave, and he's trying to be as sympathetic as possible because he doesn't believe that she did anything. But yeah, it's very suspicious. Oh, Alden Ehrenreich, Paul. By far of the 6 characters we followed, this is the one where I did not like him at all. He was awful. I was just like, this guy sucks. But yeah, he is the cop. Justine is the character's name. She kind of waves at him. He kind of waves back, but kind of in a I don't give a crap way. Then he meets up with her later. After saying he's broken up with his wife and has sex with her, even though he definitely hasn't broken up with his wife. He also, he's just not a good person in this movie. It's him. I'm trying to think the other character, the character after him. I'm trying to remember what the name of his character. I want to say James was maybe the burglar guy. Yeah, on 217 is when all the kids disappear. That time is important. I guess I didn't even notice it when it was in theaters, but I guess in theaters they did lots of show times at 217. Huh. I think it's kind of funny knowing that now.
That is funny.
Oh, is that Amy Madigan? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's been quite a few years since I've seen her in a movie. But yeah, no, I like how this story is told. I like how the information is given to us. I like kind of the idea behind this about kind of almost like I won't mind probing more into the themes and kind of what the director was going for with a lot of this, because I think there's interesting stuff in this, especially with how children are abused in so many ways and weaponized, which is kind of the name of the movie, which is spoiler alert, the point, they're weaponizing these kids in so many ways. I really thought this was an interesting movie. I really like this. How about you, Bobby?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too, and I agree with you though. I would love to see it dive more into the themes of it, because like I kind of feel like they did explain it well in the film.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, we know what
but it
happened,
was,
but yeah.
but it like the why is more of what, like they just gave us the how and scraped the surface of the why, and then just let the whole final scene play out. And it's
Well-
like, no, I want to know more. Oh my god! Like,
Well, I know I did read that the director talked to Amy Madigan and essentially said, I have 2 ideas for your character. You choose how you want to play it. Either A, you're terribly sick and you are simply doing this out of desperation. You're taking the life force from these kids out of desperation to save yourself. You're not doing it because you want to do it. Or your other option, you're centuries old and you're just fucking evil. And Amy Madigan said, I want to go for the second one.
that's not, is that even their real aunt? Like, I want to see more of this backstory. Like, this is awesome.
To my understanding, she did have a segment end up getting cut. I wonder if it's on like a special feature or something like that. But like, yeah, there is supposed to be something more to explain her. I think there's an argument to kind of leave it as it is, to let yourself kind of fill in what needs to be done. Because I do feel like the movie does a good enough job kind of exploring the ideas of it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing more. And of course, I think people always bring up, like, when a movie ends and leaves you wanting more, it couldn't have been terrible.
Yeah.
If your complaint is, it could have been 15 minutes longer, that's not the worst complaint ever.
No, I have that complaint for something later on.
But yeah, I enjoyed this. I thought that was great. Anything to add, or shall we move on?
Let's move on.
Okay, well, the next thing that came out is Gen V, which I want to say that came out last month. What was the date on this? September 2. Was it 2 months ago? Oh, I bet you it wrapped up last month. Yeah, it wrapped up on October 22nd. Okay, so Gen V season 2. Didn't want to sleep on this for too long because I liked season 1 of Gen V, even though I don't remember it particularly well. I was kind of remembering elements as I was rewatching this. But I remember liking it. And before we get into details, I'll go ahead and say I'm kind of excited to dive into the second half of this because I'm really enjoying the first half of this.
Yeah, me too.
I know Eric's talked about, so I don't know if it counts as a spoiler, but I can already see it forming. How essentially he calls this season, this is X-Men, except Professor X is running the school and he's the bad guy, and then Magneto's the good guy, which would be polarity in this point. And I was like, I could see that, especially watching the first half of this. I like that. By the way, I also think polarity's an interesting character add in here because I do like him. And I listen. So I guess rewind this a bit. Well, Bobby, go over your cursory thoughts before.
I'm liking what they're building on, but I want to know where it's all going to. Because we kind of got a little bit of what what's the new Dean's, like, what's his superhero name?
I don't know if he has a superhero name. I'm trying to remember what his name
Mimic?
is in general. God, what is his name?
The guy who's in this photo for season 2 or episode 2.
Episode 2. Yeah, that's why I'm clicking on that. It's Hamish Linklater, but what is his Dean Cypher? That's what they call him, Cypher.
Cypher, that's it. So yeah, I really feel that he is kind of like Professor X, but
evil, yeah.
But like
just a piece
really
of shit,
fucking evil, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess diving into a bit more details about this. So like the actor who played Andre, let me look up his name real fast. Well, as fast as this thing will let me. Here we go. So he was pretty much one of the stars from last season, Chance Perdomo. And then he died in between seasons, tragically.
Which
I think it was
I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The season was dedicated to him, which makes sense. But yeah, Polarity played his dad, and we kind of saw him last season. He was trying to pressure his son to be a bit more, endorse the celebrity aspect of it, and then instead of really diving into the, instead of being what Andre was, who was just more of a moral, upstanding person. But at the end, we see Andre, Marie, Emma, Jordan, and they're all captured, and they're in this secret lab. And then this season picks up with Emma and Jordan being saved from the lab. It turns out Marie already left, and then we find out that Andre died in between seasons. And I'm actually shocked how well they're handling it. Like, he was a major character, and how well they're handling his death and also weaving it into the story for a lot of character motivations is really fucking well done, in my opinion. I'm kind of shocked how well they're handling it. And it is giving his father, I think, a really good opportunity to grow as a character who we see early this season when Emma goes to talk to him, and he's just like on so many fucking drugs. And she's like, yeah, Andre tragically died. It's very sad, but you need to get your head out of your ass about it. You know, yeah, now he's in the school helping them investigate. I really like they're exploring his character more. So honestly, like this thing that happened, that like real life thing that happened that could have seriously crippled the show, and there's so many ways it could have crippled it. I feel like they just used it as a strength, honestly.
No, Chris, we did not. We just watched the first few, and we're going to continue watching the
we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We usually like to split them up in half because listen, we've tried the whole season watch in an episode, and holy shit!
I think it was it was a House of the Dragon, wasn't it?
I think I want to say it was Witcher. We might.
It was Witcher. It might have been Witcher. Yeah,
it was
Witcher,
too much.
Yeah.
It was too much.
But like we had to watch like 2 episodes of House of the Dragon and an entire season of Witcher, and it was just so much.
Yeah,
it's
so we try to pace it out a bit. But that being said, I am excited to see the rest of this because and we will be finishing this up next week because I really like what they're doing with this. I like the dynamics. I like Jordan and Marie's relationship as it's evolving. Fucking Hamish Linklater is playing such a piece of shit in this. He is so just terrible. Of course, I will admit, like the twist at the end about him not having powers. I kind of predicted it, but I still kind of like that came true. Because like when Marie's like, I don't sense any V in his system. In my head, I was like, well, what if he's a telepath and he's sending a mental trick to you, making you think there's no V in his system. And then when he's confronted with it, it's like, aha, so you're working with Marie. It's like, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah, no, and then like when you see all that, it's like, that's how he knew. That's how he could stop it all the shit.
That's the thing. Well, I mean, Kate had the power. She could touch you, make you do anything. And he's touched her and nothing is happening. It was before her powers went wonky. Yeah. So like, it's like this thing where he doesn't have powers. I'm like, I don't believe that. I just believe Kate's not powerful enough to overwhelm him. Which I think is pretty much what we saw there. But yeah, essentially, I mean, I feel like it's also playing a lot into the boys universe thing. And I do think what I think is interesting about this series is kind of the boys is kind of like just this fucked up world the adults have made, just like real life. And then this is exploring the kids having to deal with that world, which, you know, plays into real life quite a bit as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying this season. I want to see where it wraps up. But like, this is solid. Yeah. Well, I also say Linklater has played shitheads before, but yeah, there's Matt Walsh elements to it for sure. I mean, if you want to play a villain, Matt Walsh is good research. But yeah, anything you want to add, Bobby? I'm just excited to see the rest.
I'm excited to see the rest of where it's going. I like the development that they're doing, and yeah, you're right. With the death of that actor, it absolutely could have tanked the show.
Yeah,
but like, and I think that's probably also why I think I've noticed more that this season has a lot more cameos from the main boys cast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, the shtick with the Deep at the frat house was
Jesus Christ.
I had to play back and go, wait a minute, was that him throughout the years?
Yes.
And I just every year was just, oh, he looks douchier every year. That's just
he is
so
a non-stop
funny.
douche.
That is so funny.
Oh God.
I say if you go back to that episode and look at him throughout the years, each photo is just better than the last somehow.
Yes. No, I agree. No, just finding out that he's like this mascot for this frat house. I'm like, of course he's a fucking mascot for a fucking frat house.
Yeah, of course,
shit like him.
Of course he was in a frat. Of course he was in a douchey frat.
I'm sure he was like the douchiest douche in that frat too.
He was probably the guy who lived for every year for daylight savings time to remind the bartender, "Nah, bro, we fall back
We
an
got
hour
another
tonight."
hour left. How dare you try to go home with your family?
Because he probably does seem to be like the guy who lives for that moment.
Oh God. Yes, he does.
Ah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see more of this and then finish this up next week and really dive into it. But yes, the first half, excellent so far. Are we ready for Running Man?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so I mean, you want to take it away, Bobby?
Yeah, sure. I'll start off with saying that this movie would have been really, really good. Which overall, I enjoyed this.
Yeah,
movie.
I don't know if I'd say it's bad, but man,
it would have been better.
So much better.
It would have been better if, like, for starters, we cut out 40 minutes of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought the whole resistance, like the resistance, just came off as like cartoonish, like they're cartoonishly smart and cartoonishly stupid, all at the requirements of the plot, which was very frustrating. The rich woman, I could definitely see what they're going for with her. I don't think it quite landed, but I guess kudos for effort. I guess I'll go ahead. Listen, about maybe like the first half hour to 45 minutes, I'm mostly on board with this movie. I think they're doing a decent job of establishing Ben Richards. He's a dude who just is struggling in the system. He wants to do the right thing, but he is struggling. He does have some anger issues. But overall, he just wants to do the right thing. He's been largely kind of a stand-up guy, which has gotten him fired from numerous jobs and just struggling to make ends meet. And his daughter's really sick and they need money for just to treat her, to get her to a doctor. So he signs up for game shows, and Josh Brolin sees his audition and says, "I want you for Running Man," which is the show he didn't want to do, but it was also the show with the most money. And they're offering him a huge amount of money to get started. So he's like, okay, I'll do it. There's all types of social media ideas. Like he has to record a tape every day for 10 minutes and mail that at certain Dropbox locations, which feels like a trap to me, which, it does play to that to a degree. There's ideas and implications in this movie that I feel like as the movie goes by, like it gets sillier and loses a lot of the good ideas that it was having throughout. That's kind of my thought as I go on. How about you, Bobby? Yeah. Michael Cera did not work in this movie at all for me, by the way. But yeah.
If he didn't work for you, I thought he worked for me.
Okay.
He was a little over the toppy.
Yes.
Near the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like seeing him play things outside of his normal casting ability. I kind of enjoy seeing that, and I think that's where he shines as an actor.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's a bad actor per se. He didn't work for me. Mostly for the first part of his role, again, I thought he was okay, but I think for me, the second he hit the alarm, I was like, okay, you're not serious about this. You're not serious about this. That frustrated me because it's like, I know you're just like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on them, but you're obviously not serious about overthrowing them if you're just gonna throw fucking caution to the wind just to get some one-ups on some guys. I found
he was a wild card, and I read that on him from the beginning.
Yeah,
because to me, other than just his appearance in this perfectly framed, still from the movie, he gave me Quint vibes the entire time.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So not just in appearance, but just everything. Mm-hmm. So that tracks. So,
yeah.
I mean, I wasn't. But hey, it's you know what
yeah.
really didn't work for me.
Ooh,
the other two runners.
Oh yeah. Well,
just fodder.
Oh, absolutely.
That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. 86 is saying it, and I do agree with him that where is it? He had said, yeah, people are just getting mad because it tried to have something to say but failed. And yeah, I think
that'd be one of my biggest criticisms. And
Yeah.
let's face it, I think that's a fair criticism too.
And I think it is because I kind of didn't like how just suddenly everyone was against Brolin, and it's like, y'all have been playing this game for how long, and all of a sudden y'all just grew a fucking conscious.
Yeah, it felt kind of wild too.
What happened? Did everyone's hearts grow 3 sizes in unison?
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Did
Even the show host
just...
the show host, who's been like one of the guys who's made the most money off this shit. All of a sudden, he's like standing up to him, and it's like, wait a minute, you knew what was going on.
I mean,
there's no way you don't know what's going on, bro.
There was plenty of hilarious sight gags in this movie.
Yes,
and overall it was great. But I can tell you this, like, I kind of couldn't help but feel like, man, I bet you Tom Cruise is pissed he didn't get this movie.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
But the Arnold Schwarzenegger on the dollars, I thought
that was funny. Yeah,
that was funny. That was a nice little nod. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, like, I don't even know if I'd go all the way and say it was bad. I'd say it was entertaining enough. But yeah, for me, it's just kind of frustrating because I'm watching it and I can see what they're going for and what they're just missing with this movie. Just almost at every possible chance as the movie goes on. It gets really frustrating as it goes on.
This didn't have as many of the Edgar Wright staples of his camera work, which I was waiting for the entire time.
Yeah, like that's well, I mean, I think that might also be a sign because I kind of wondered if maybe there's studio interference going on with this.
Because I think the only time we got that was in the I noticed it in the trailer. I don't remember seeing that in the movie though. Of the quick actions of the gear shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I liked Edgar Wright.
Yeah,
but like, I love his work, but this is
This feels the most generic work that I've seen.
Yeah, Chris also said that, I also didn't like Scott Pilgrim either. I agree with Scott.
I love Scott Pilgrim, so I do disagree with that one. I'm standing up for it.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't care for it. Maybe it's because I kind of thought the story was a little silly.
That's kind of what I liked about it. That's kind of what I like about it.
Fair. I guess I just couldn't entertain myself for it. But
I'd say probably the Edgar Wright movie I remember being the least impressed with, probably until this one, would probably be something like World's End, which is probably also kind of a little frustrating because while I think that's good enough, like, it's grouped with Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, which are 2 movies I absolutely love.
I say out of the 3 of that trilogy, it is the weakest, but I still appreciate that he wanted to try to do something different with it, but still kind of keep it in like the movies that he loved growing up as a kid, and he liked watching those kind of out there science fiction-y show like movies, and that is kind of an out there science fiction plot.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely, yeah. But I mean, I would definitely say I like World's End more than this overall. Here's a question though: what do you think is better, this or the original Running Man?
I'd say this. I would
lean towards this as well, actually,
because I think the original is like one of the most Arnold movies that has ever Arnold.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as a fan of Last Action Hero.
Well, yeah. Well, the Last Action Hero also had fun with that. Well, it was also early days Arnold when he wasn't working as much with like the really big name directors. I feel like there was a point in his career where he said, I'm going to work with really good directors, and he kind of exploited his star power to do that. And then we got some of the classics like freaking Total Recall and Predator and obviously other James Cameron stuff. But yeah, Running Man wasn't quite one of those. Running Man, I definitely felt was a lesser one of his movies. And I will actually say, I think this one does it better. Like, say what you will about this movie kind of missing on the message it's trying to hit, at least it feels like it's trying for that message and understands that message that's obvious in this material. Like, that vibe doesn't even come into play in the Arnold Schwarzenegger one, where it's obviously there, but it's like it's not, they aren't really doing anything with it, you know? So yeah, between the two, I'd probably go with this one. Even though I am disappointed with this. And like this one, I'd say my biggest criticism is just, this is Edgar Wright. I know he's capable of doing a lot better. Yeah, this is one of the
and this is obviously one that he's done with probably like the biggest budget he's ever had.
Yeah, and it won't surprise me if maybe there was studio interference and they had him tone down kind of his style, and you know, maybe even it won't even surprise me if that's where kind of just randomly the theme of personal responsibility butts its head, which I found really frustrating, because it's like, yes, Ben Richards has issues and yes, he should control himself more, but like the focus of this has been capitalism up to this point, and like personal responsibility has always been kind of that excuse that lots of capitalists like to throw out there, being like, you should just work harder, and it's like, no, the system is pushing him down. That's part of the issue. And kind of this movie seemed to understand that, and then just randomly on the airplane, it's like, oh, I need to do better. It's like, well, no, yeah, yes, but bro, missing the forest for the trees on that one. But yeah, like I said, I don't even know if I'd call this bad, just more disappointing. How about you, Bobby?
Yeah, definitely disappointing. It absolutely could have been like an hour less, an hour like not as long, or cut an hour out of it.
Dude, like knowing Edgar Wright, he usually does not do particularly long movies. So like having this just be a breezy, fast Edgar Wright 90-minute movie probably would have hit a lot harder, in my opinion. But yeah, kind of disappointed in this. Not terrible, but as an Edgar Wright fan, not thrilled.
Yeah,
that kind of sums up my opinion. Yeah,
I was a little disappointed with this, but it's okay. Okay, so what do we got next week?
Chris here. World's End is the weakest of Cornetto trilogy, but I still love it. Three Flavors gave us horror comedy, action, and a sci-fi comedy. But no, I love the cast, and
and I think out of the three, like they do kind of touch on friendship with Hot Fuzz, but that's kind of like the back seat of it, not so much as it's in the forefront with World's End and Shaun of the Dead. But I feel like if they were talking about it, like I think overall the storytelling they do with friendship and World's End is the best and the most accurate to real life, you know?
Yeah, if we're talking about that element of it, I would absolutely agree. Yeah.
Like that was the most like real thing that he's put in one of his movies.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like story, like that core of the story was the best out of all the three. But I mean, I admittedly, it's still funny to see those creatures with the lights.
That was but yeah.
I like this. I would watch it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against watching it again. I think for me, it's just, I know Edgar Wright could do better. I know he could. We've seen him do better so often. This felt like, just like, I'm not gonna lie, when they said we're remaking Running Man, especially rewatching the original, I was like, oh, they could definitely do so much better with this. So much better, and there's so much potential with this story. It
could have been much worse, though, man. It could have been much worse.
Absolutely, it could always be
worse.
Like,
let's think about this. We could have had Tom Cruise write the story, and it would have been like how people, you just need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and
do your own stunts.
Do your own, and just do them because
that shit.
But seriously, Tom Cruise was pissed he didn't get this movie. Think about it.
You know what?
I mean, the jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves, in the title alone. But not only that, he's been in a movie with Glen Powell, where Glen Powell he stole every scene the two of them were in.
What movie was that? I'm trying to
He
think.
was Top Gun. He was in Maverick.
That's right. Yeah.
And he stole every scene him and Tom were in together.
Yeah.
He outacted him.
You mean like Val Kilmer did in the first Top Gun?
Yeah. I mean,
quite easily.
and Val even upstaged him in this one too.
Yes.
He's Val Kilmer.
Without any verbal lines, completely upstaged him. Yeah.
I mean, the man disappeared into Jim Morrison,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of what we were talking about. So after the Schneiderverse, I fall into a random. My algorithm on YouTube is all over the place.
It gets wild quickly.
It gets wild quickly. So no, it's not a hard thing to do, Chris.
True.
But I started thinking about, like, you know, what overall, like, aside from horror, what stuff do I really like movie wise to watch? And I do like watching music biopics about music artists because I love music, huge part of my life and who I am, as it is everyone's. But you know, music. But I enjoy, like, kind of watching, like, them depict, even though yes, they can be incredibly formulaic and everything, but I compiled a list, and it's no short list. It's
lots of stuff I didn't even know existed. So
yeah,
there's stuff I've seen too. So like it's a mix. I
have about 20 movies listed here, so we're gonna Chaos and I are gonna trim them down and cut them down a little. But we're gonna do the same thing. But I think with the first set, what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm still set on that idea. If you're cool with that idea.
Oh yeah.
So same time as last one. This poll will go up long after we're done with the second Schneiderverse poll, but which there'll be a poll up in our thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna pick 8 of these movies that I feel the actors disappeared into the role.
Mm-hmm.
Better Man, and we already covered that one though. But
we already did. That one was awesome.
That one was good too. But what we're gonna the ones where the actor literally disappeared or actress disappeared into the role. So the first 8, it's gonna be What's Love Got to Do with It, Rocket Man, Bohemian Rhapsody, Walk the Line, La Bamba, The Doors, Elvis, and Ray. So we're gonna have those up, and you'll vote. And again, same order, whichever one has the leading votes and everything. We will do in the order of votes after that. And if there's a tie of them, we'll just go chronologically in the year they came out.
That sounds reasonable, yeah.
Or I'll split them into 4s, 2 different parts. But this one we're going to keep going through. But I think a lot of these we could pair up with others. Like there's the Buddy Holly story that we could pair up with La Bamba. Right?
Yeah.
Which is good if you've never seen the Buddy Holly story, because it stars Gary Busey as Buddy Holly.
I was about ready to say, didn't somebody kind of out there play Buddy Holly?
Oh,
Gary Busey, yeah, that would be out there.
But there's also some really good stuff on here too, like ones like the movie Control, which is about Ian Curtis. If you don't know,
which is the one I didn't know existed, and I'm like, oh, I'm intrigued.
Which Ian Curtis, in case you didn't know, he sang in Joy Division, which later became New Order.
Yes.
And I believe Control is a New Order song that is about Ian, or was that one that was already written by
Division, but maybe it's New Order.
Yeah,
I do get them mixed up a bit.
New Division.
New Division, yes.
Sounds like a great tribute band that just plays
Joy
both.
Order, okay?
Joy Order. That also sounds like a great tribute band. You know what? That's it. We need to start this. You need to start doing your best Ian Curtis. Cut your hair really short and dye it black. Start losing a lot of sleep.
There you go.
So that's what I'm thinking we're going to do. That's also why we were a little bit late starting tonight. But there's also a bunch of these different ones too. There's a few where there are 2 different films that are about the same artist. That happens twice now, or at least 2 that I have. There's one called I'm Not There and A Complete Unknown, both about Bob Dylan. However, I'm Not There, it's like several different actors playing
Yeah,
him
is
at different
that
points of his life.
Is that Martin Scorsese that did that? I want to say.
No. What is the
No?
one? No.
Was there somebody famous who did that then? Who did that?
I can't recall, but I know like Richard Gere plays him at one point. Heath Ledger plays him at another point. What's her name?
Tilda Swinton.
Yes,
Isn't
thank you.
she-
She
or am I
plays him.
mixing
At,
up?
no. Yes, you are.
Kate Blanchett.
Thank you. Yes, that. Yeah. She plays him at one point. Yeah, but as opposed to just one kid who's just kind of an overactor. There's also Great Balls of Fire, which is a beautiful performance by Dennis Quaid. Actually, we could pair that one with the Elvis movie. But there's also Amadeus.
We could also watch Reagan.
There's also 2 Jimi Hendrix movies that came out.
Yeah, no, I've actually never sat down and watched all of Amadeus.
Yeah, I know Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy All by My Side is the one that Andre 3000 did, and the other one is Hendrix, which I believe Hendrix is the one that couldn't get the licensing for the music in it, so they just play sound-alike.
Which
music.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a trip to just watch, just to see what the heck they do with that.
One of them, I forget which one it is, but on this list is also ones that we have covered. Like we covered Love and Mercy before, we covered Better Man,
which is great. Yeah, and Better
which
Man's
both
great
were,
too.
both were great movies. But yes, but the other Rob Schneider poll will be up after the show today. That one is going to be the ones that have been the ones that all of you have wanted to see since the moment we announced the Schneiderverse. So Deuce Bigelow 1 and 2. It doesn't matter. There's going to be 3 options. We're just gonna vote for it. We'll watch 1 and 2. That's how that's going to go. So there'll be 3 options, and you guys get to pick which one comes first between the Deuce Bigelow saga,
Cinematic Universe,
the hot chick, and the animal. Yeah, those
the
are
Animal
the 3
is the one I haven't seen of the. Well, no, I haven't seen Deuce Bigelow 2. I've seen Deuce Bigelow and Hot Chick.
You're not missing anything.
No, I'm sure I'm not.
When I worked at a movie theater, Deuce Bigelow 2 was still in the screening. The greatest day was tearing down that standee because he's sitting in front of the Leaning Tower, and it's supposed to be his business.
Yes.
Oh, me and a few of the other ushers, we had fun tearing that thing apart. We saved him, and then we kept it in the back as target practice by the dumpster.
Yes.
Just threw trash bags at it.
However, so keep an eye out for Snyderverse polls, and then eventually we'll get to musical biopic polls. But
yes,
for the time being, and actually we could probably do those a lot faster because we actually have lots of gaps coming up, so we can start filling out stuff.
Yeah, so that's also why that also works with the music one too, because we could just pad those in whenever, and if there's some that we feel would be nicely paired with, or they have some sort of relevance to each other,
Yeah, absolutely. But next week we are wrapping up Gen V season 2, which I'm excited to see how it wraps up. I'm pushed back Wicked because both Wicked 2 and Sisu 2 are coming out next week, and like every theater has like 50 showings of Wicked 2. So I figure if you're really engaged with that, you're gonna go check it out. I'm excited to go check it out. We're gonna push it back a week and do Sisu 2 because I only found one theater nearby that's actually playing it, and I'm like, that's not great. So we'll go check that out.
So you got to take another trip to Kentucky, is what you're telling me?
No. Unfortunately, the one theater that is playing is the one I usually go to.
Oh, that's
but
good.
Yeah, it's a decent sized theater. So
both of the ones,
most everything.
I'll have to check and see what's playing near me. So yeah.
But Wicked 2 is playing in every theater 50 fucking times. So we'll check that out next week and get to it. And I'm excited to check it out because the first one was surprising to me.
Chris, I don't think that's a Neil Diamond movie. I think that's a movie about people who sing Neil Diamond's music. Yes, the Baz biopic is going to be one.
I've seen that one. That one is wild.
I debated about throwing in the one about Priscilla, but Priscilla wasn't the artist
Yeah.
And it's mostly ones that are about the artist. I'm not familiar about the Carpenter one. Is that Karen Carpenter?
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be.
That does seem familiar. Yeah, that does seem familiar that something like that exists.
Because I there's something that okay, no worries, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, Karen Carpenter, dude. Like, did you know
she's
she
a
was
legend.
Did you know she was a badass drummer?
Oh God, yeah, she's amazing.
Like, amazing drummer.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, yeah. Such a waste. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the music ones we could pad in for that. I mean, we also haven't talked if we wanted to do maybe add in some holiday movies next month in December.
Oh yeah, so that's also our third movie next week. So we're doing Gen V, we're doing Season 2, but we're also mainly covering Dutch for Thanksgiving. Bobby hasn't seen it.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it. So
it's fun enough. It's like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but not as good. That being said, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is like an all-time classic for me. So being not as good as that's not really an insult. Not really.
Okay.
Oh. It does seem familiar with Kurt Russell playing Elvis at some point.
But I thought that was one that it was him, Costner.
Yeah, wasn't it like?
And
I have to look into it.
who
I could have
else
sworn
was
he
it?
played like Elvis impersonator.
Wasn't it Val Kilmer and Christian Slater? And they were like bank robbers or something like that.
Costner and Russell.
Costner and Russell, and they were bank robbers.
Yeah, there's something like that. Yeah,
and they were traveling around in a Cadillac, committing crimes dressed as Elvis. Which honestly, I mean, on paper, that sounds like a funny idea.
Yeah, no, the premise alone, I'm like, okay. I mean, dude, I did see the Bruce Campbell thing where he's Elvis in an old age home, literally just because it was Bruce Campbell. So I was like, fuck it.
What I was not expecting was how much I would love Ozzie Davis as JFK.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I did enjoy that.
I quote that all the time, going like I'll say it to my friends who have seen the movie, and I go like, "So you want to hear my JFK? I could do a JFK impersonation. You want to hear it? Let's thinking with a bag of sand. I got a bag of sand up there. Era."
Bubba Hotep references all day.
Yeah, the bag of sand is just too funny.
But yeah, next week that'll be our show. Anything you want to add, Bobby?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna get that post up. So pay attention to the podcast poll.
Yes, podcast poll. I will make sure to share it on my poll, thing as well. So keep an eye out. Yeah.
Too. I'll probably also, if you follow me on the Book of Face on that Bobby Quarters page, I will share it on that as well. Yeah.
So John Carpenter did a TV biopic about Elvis with Kurt Russell.
Oh, I'm gonna have to dig that one out. I
have never heard of that.
Thank you.
But I am game.
Well, I guess
it sounds like an early Carpenter work, but yeah.
I mean, it's also John Carpenter's.
Yeah.
Sold.
Oh, yeah. No, John Carpenter is great. And honestly, Kurt Russell, I always thought was I don't know if he's quite underrated, but I always thought he was a great actor. I always thought, I don't know.
I've always thought he was better than Dennis Quaid.
Well, yeah.
Yes, like,
that's a very easy.
And I know like people have always kind of like will confuse those guys a lot. At least I did it first. But
Kurt Russell's the one with talent.
Yeah. I mean, he's been with Goldie Hawn for how long?
Yeah.
She must see something tolerable about the guy.
But yeah, let's see. We got Shellcast tomorrow, where we might have a guest. We'll have to see. We are talking to somebody, so we might have a fun guest tomorrow on the Shellcast. Don't want to get my hopes up, but we'll see. But it's somebody I've been a fan of for a couple of months now with his content. But
I'll ask you later.
Yeah, you can ask me later. But
sorry.
But I will have a solo stream where I'm covering comic books and chuds on Saturday. I think is there anything else? I think that's about
Heard any
it.
good emails lately?
God. I've read lots of good emails recently, and you won't believe what Bill Clinton and Donald Trump have done.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
Because I've also heard that Bubba is the name of a horse. So have you not
It's
heard
hilarious.
That?
I have not heard that one by, you know what? I'm getting
We've also had his brother confirm that the Bubba in question is not a saxophone playing Bubba. Anyways.
Yes. Release the Epstein files. Let's clear up confusion, guys.
I mean, hey, they passed the House today, like with like almost unprecedented bipartisanship, like maybe 5 VA votes. Like I've never seen a single nay.
Yeah,
in my lifetime. I mean, yes, Jay.
Yes, he does. He just
he in fact,
it's a natural talent.
But I still feel there's another swerve coming.
No, I'm sure
and I feel it's going to be
yeah.
like it's going to look like a completely redacted.
God, I've heard that they're trying to
scrub them.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it. So guys, like, subscribe, all the channels, Bobby Quarters, Organized Chaos Podcast, Organized Chaos. Party on, be excellent to each other, and release the Epstein files.
Take care.